Oh, I'm done.
I feel a little awkward because she's tied up and I'm hitting her.
Scholar.
I think very deeply.
Sinner.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Derrick Pierce, which is a lot like Derrick is Pierce. Derrick's.
Really?
You're welcome.
You fucking that all the way up.
Show. I got messed up because you said something about comments. Listen, welcome to the Scholar and Sinner Show. I am Derrick Pierce.
And I am Kip the Magnificent. That sounds like a fucking magician, doesn't it? Kip the Magnificent. I am Kip the Spectacular. Still sounds like a magician. I guess I'm magical.
I want to welcome you to the show for a change.
Magical.
Instead of just listening to our random ramblings at the moment. Man, we should just like jump right in.
We always run to this place where there's shit that it's like we cannot not talk about it.
Listen, we've been trying real hard not to get into a bunch of political stuff and keep it about porn stories and sex and ridiculous
relationships
bullshit and relationships.
Dude shit.
Yeah, like
Dude
manly shit. Like what's the best cigar you could have and what kind of hair products Kip uses.
Yeah.
You know, usable shit.
I'm kind of long and flowing over here if you haven't paid any attention.
Yeah, he's got his hair up like he's about to do at the some spoken word activity.
Hey man, go on get the snaps out for your boy.
Let him know, boy. Let him know.
D's at the spoken word spot. Hell yeah.
I'll have another latte, please.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a beret and an ascot, son. See?
An ascot?
Yeah, it's called an ascot.
I know what it is.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
You would look ridiculous in an ascot.
I would look suave in the mother in that. Suave. I'm
Just
gonna
the
have
fact
some
that
horn rim
you
glasses.
Did you said I would look suave denim motherfucker in an ascot is completely polar opposite.
See, that's about perception,
wait,
my
I'm not
brother.
supposed to curse
Oh,
that
that's
much.
right.
Son of
Thank you for reminding me to clean up my vocabulary. So
That's not gonna work.
I'll be suave in a mother lover. There you go. See that?
It's not gonna work.
That doesn't work. All right.
I mean, I just whatever.
Do my best, man. Do my best. I'll do my best. So, all right, man. Into the pool we go, man. What is wrong? What is going on in this country?
So we can stop acting like everybody doesn't already know that the Capitol building was stormed. People were acting a damn fool, and we probably lean left on most things. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of diversity in our answers.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a Trump supporter, although I do.
If you came here for that right-winged Trump supporting shit, you
might
want to
check Ben Shapiro.
Click away and find some other shit to watch, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that over here.
Not really. Not really. But we on just some real kind of semi-street shit. Like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think that between you and I, we always present the questions in order to figure out an answer. And I think this is a great like moment for any of our watchers to invite one of your Trump supporting family members or friends and put it in the comments, man. Like, just like, I feel like honest, open dialogue should still happen.
Well, it should.
Yeah.
And you asked the best
be able
question.
To talk to each other, right?
The best question. You've asked it already.
What is it that the Trump supporters want?
Yeah,
what specifically do they want?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something eloquent and glib to say, and it's not there. I don't know what the fuck they want.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be like, make fun or make light of these individuals that are leading with their emotions, because I've watched so many like interviews of this dude from South Carolina talking about they're trying to make this a communist nation. Like,
I know.
What I'm saying?
Trumpers can tell you what they don't want.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think they can tell you what they do want. They can tell you they don't want communism. They don't want socialism. They don't want Democrats. They don't want national health care for all. Gosh, what else? They don't want higher education.
Right. You want to hear something else that's really, really interesting is that the president did a good job with connecting the idea of safety as it pertains to the coronavirus with freedoms and liberty. Like, so a lot of these individuals feel like because you have to wear a mask, you're being oppressed. Like, there's a great number of Trump supporters that are anti-maskers, right?
Right.
And I get it. it's an inconvenience, right? And if we just wear our masks, it supposedly would pass quicker if we would just follow what the CDC mandates, right?
At this point, it's past that. It's past convenience. And I'll tell you the one thing that upsets me. Mm-hmm. I can't keep track of the different colors of masks that I have to go with whatever outfit that I have on. This is really upsetting to me because I have my Rough Rider signature logo one that matches the stripes on the Jeep,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah,
on
the
SRT.
And
it's
mm-hmm.
copper and it's mm-hmm. copper, and I get mad when I have to wear a camo one
mm-hmm.
instead of the copper one because I must look like an asshole getting out the car, and they're like, whoa, what's up with that freaking camo mask?
Whoa.
When clearly you have a white and copper Jeep. So I don't see. I mean, that's awkward for me.
That is the deepest shit you've said all year.
That long. Is awkward.
That
for
is
me.
That is so weighty and heavy.
I don't like it.
Is this your man's?
I don't like it.
Okay.
Very upsetting.
Yes.
I get pissed off. You reach because where do you hang your mask?
I actually have a box of disposable ones. I just throw them away I get a box from Amazon every week.
Wow, what a loser.
Yeah.
I Josh, do you hang your mask in your car anywhere?
He's in my pocket.
In your pocket. See, mine stay right on the turn signal stock.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right there on the stock. I usually got like 3 or 4 of them.
Look, Amazon will get you right for like $9. You get like.
No, I need to have it personalized. It's just another way to accessorize my outfit.
So let's get to it, right? Because when we start talking or we start listening, remember that chick? Have you seen that girl that she was like, they threw me down and maced me, and she became a meme. You know what I'm talking about? The little white girl.
Hey, I saw a picture that
it
showed
like she had an onion in her hand.
But I don't think it was an onion.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah, but the greatest thing that she said is then when the guy was like. She was almost upset that they maced her when she ran into the building. She was
it's a revolution.
We're trying to start the revolution. I was like, bitch, you lucky you didn't get dead. You are lucky. If you're starting a revolution, you're lucky that you're still in the present tense.
That brings up something else. What a revolution for what?
But okay, so revolution means change, right?
And I'm actually looking up the exact definition.
When we go back to asking what the Trump supporters want, and I think that you hinted to this off camera, is that white America feels as though that they're losing power, right? So if we're to draw the lines between like make America great again mm-hmm. and the ideas of people that actually have power or having power stripped away from them, then that actually makes more sense. But this is all about perception, right? This is literally all about perception. And I blame Donald Trump for this, and I actually blame the Trump supporters for this, is because they totally overlooked this guy's character, right? And the words that he used in that rally literally inspired those individuals to commit acts of treason. He literally was working like a dictator, like a treasonous dictator, right? And they used the words like secession, like to secede, like to pull back from, to secede from the United States. Like what? Man, it's the wildest thing. And then these same individuals had problems with Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. Colin Kaepernick took the quietest. It was the quietest. I'm just going to let y'all know I'm protesting over here. Don't mind me. I'm over here protesting. And these same idiots are running into the Capitol building.
Well, I mean, so the actual definition of a revolution is
mm-hmm.
a very sharp change made to do something.
Mm-hmm.
A very sharp change made to something. The word comes from Latin, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Other events often called revolutions include American Revolution or a shift from a agrarian society into an industrial one, the Industrial Revolution.
Right. So when we're talking about revolution, we're talking about a point A and a point B. Very clear point A to point B.
You can't call this a revolution.
No, it's not.
Because both Democrats and Republicans existed before this.
Listen, man.
You get what I'm saying? So what a revolution from? He's still running as a Republican.
Yeah. I think what happens here, specifically for me as a black American, is a very interesting thing, right? Because I start feeling like, is this my fight? Like realistically, neither one of those, in my opinion, right? But there's probably a bunch of black watchers and listeners that'll wholeheartedly disagree with me, and love to you for disagreeing with me. But the Democratic and Republican Party only really pander to black and Latin America to the extent that they can further whatever agenda they have. That's it, right? It's like, okay, we need the black vote, we need the brown vote, we're going to pander to them. But if you look at the history of like black people in this country, the growth and the recreation and the healing hasn't happened, and we've had ample time and ample opportunity, ample money. So I start feeling like, yo, is this really my fight when these people really don't care about me anyway?
So would you sound like Cassius Clay, a.k.a. Muhammad Ali, saying no Vietnamese never did nothing to me.
He said in the Vietnam, no, I'm not going to say it because you don't like that word. He's the Vietnamese, they never call me no, is what he said.
N-word.
Yeah. So even listen to Dr. Boyce Watkins, right? He's a black economist, but he's very, very much about, the furthering and the growth of black people and improvement. And he made a reference to Vietnam and Mao Zedong, right? He said during Vietnam, the French were fighting, and while the white people were fighting, what Mao Zedong, when he made the mistake, was he allied himself with the communists. But when he allied himself with the communists, he wasn't ready for all that smoke that came along with aligning yourself with the communists, because we dropped more bombs on Vietnam than we did in World War I and World War II. Yeah. Long story short, what Mao should have done was focus on infrastructure, focus on economic growth, focus on education to create a community that would be stronger after the social unrest happened. And that's the way I kind of look at this for black people, when there's a bunch of people running in the damn Capitol building.
Hey, but listen. This is the same thing the BLM people did.
Oh, that's right.
It's the same.
It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing, right? But so Black Lives Matter had the president of the United States. Black Lives Matter had
the president, but they were setting everything on fire.
Okay, they.
BLM.
Black Lives Matter was setting things on fire.
Yeah, they all had name tags.
That I did.
Said, hi, I will be your BLM protester today.
They had jerseys on.
My name is Steven.
Yeah, my name is Steven, BLM member.
And then it had BLM since 18.
Yeah, exactly.
Whenever he started.
There's a huge difference between the civil unrest that happened during the BLM protest and during what happened in the Capitol building. It's a massive difference.
Here was my opinion about that. Let's assume that everything that the right says about BLM is true. Whether it is or not is irrelevant, right? It's somewhat unprovable to a degree.
Right.
Okay, some people say the BLM is an actual structured movement with the infrastructure and they move outwards, which that's what I've heard.
Right.
You have mentioned that you feel that it's more of a movement in general.
Yeah, it's more of an idealism.
An idea, kind of like how they classify Antifa.
Right.
Okay. Practices might be a little bit different. But let's just say that everything that happened at every BLM rally that turned aggressive, whether it was New York or Minnesota or Oregon or California or wherever, right? Let's assume that they're responsible for all of those things.
Right.
Okay? It's BLM through and through from top to bottom.
Okay.
Then everything on the right has got to be these Trumpers' problem too. Because if everything on the left that has gone wrong as far as protesting goes and has to be structured around BLM and its underlings, then the right has to take responsibility for those 5 people who died. Yeah. They have to take responsibility for storming the Capitol. Right. They have to take responsibility for all of it. So you can't sit back and say, well, that wasn't a part of us. Those were some outliers.
Right. So you're saying that the president is responsible for the death of that officer that got hit in the head with the extinguisher and died.
I'm
there was
saying
an officer
all
that got
of it
killed.
Is from the top down.
There are 4 others. Well, I mean, Rudy Giuliani is standing there in front of thousands of people talking about trial by battle, by combat. Like, where it's trial by combat. Like, look, man, these.
I'm with you. I'm just saying, if the left has to take responsibility for everything that happened on their watch, then so does the right.
Yeah, it just blows my mind how this wasn't considered an act of treason, right? And if you look at,
I would almost say it's an act of war.
If you were to look at the National Guard that showed up at the BLM rallies and the BLM protests and the amount of armed security that were at the BLM, there's a wonderful picture of the Capitol steps with all of these military or paramilitary guys standing outside.
No, they were legit military.
Yeah, they was gunned up, right? And these people were literally protesting death in the streets. It's a very poignant thing that they're protesting against, whereas if you ask the average Trump supporter, they're going to say 5 or 6 different things.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there should be accountability, and I guess the question that I want to present to you is, should we hold the media accountable for because listen, man, Donald Trump had a huge, I would say he is the tipping point, he is the spearhead, but a spear has like a handle and a pole that goes along to it. It's just not a spearhead.
You mean a shaft?
John Shaft.
That's what it's called.
Bad
Shaft.
man, right? No, but a shaft. Okay, cool. Well, the spear has a.
I don't want.
Why would
it has a tip.
Here we go. Here we go.
And then it opens up to the head.
To the head
of the spear.
To the head of the spear.
Down the shaft.
Down the shaft.
It's
just dirty.
You said arrow.
But it's just dirty when you say it, though.
I was just describing what an arrow was.
Okay, fine. So we're going to talk about the shaft.
You're the one that changed the tonality of your voice when you said
Talk
shaft.
about the shaft. You know what? I'm going to be shaft next week.
Of course you are.
Yes. We're going to talk about
ahead.
the other parts that actually help propel the ugliness or the disgusting, the despicable, thing that happened.
We're talking about how they were allowed to go on so long.
Should the media like Fox and MSNBC produced a picture that looked like the Capitol building was on fire? I was like, yo, what the
clickbait?
Right? Should the media be held accountable?
Well, I think they should, but accountable by who?
Accountable by law.
Donald Trump was trying to do that.
So listen. We do have the freedom of speech, but there is a certain.
Donald Trump was trying to do that.
Absolutely, but
he was trying to do it to his favor,
right?
But he tried to do that every single time that they said some negative shit about him.
Like, listen, you know what? I remember when last week when this happened. I think it was Wednesday, right? Mm-hmm. You text me, you're like, yo, you watching the news? The news? I was like, no, I'm staying away from it. I'm trying my best not to see any of this, right? I was literally ducking and dodging like imagery and people's ideas. I didn't want any parts of it, right?
Right.
And it was very difficult for me not to connect what was happening in the media to what was happening like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Right.
Because we knew that this was coming. We knew that there was going to be a rally and that Donald Trump invited these people. We knew that they were going to try to disrupt the counting of the electoral votes, right? We knew that these things were going to happen. So, like, should the media be held accountable? Like, you can't run into a theater and scream fire and just say, oh, I have the freedom of speech so I can say whatever
You're right.
I
You
want.
can't do that because there has to be, I believe it's something along the lines of some sort of malicious intent.
Yes.
Or hate speech.
Right.
Or something that would inspire or conspire with somebody to inflict some sort of bodily harm on somebody else.
Some damage, right?
Something like that. That's how the law reads. But I agree that he should have been taken down, but I agree he should have been held to the terms of service 3 years ago.
Okay, so why is that?
Why? Mm-hmm. Give a fuck, you're the president.
True.
I don't care.
Listen,
what do I care? What makes you better than me? If my stuff is going to get reported, then your stuff should get reported
absolutely. Too. Now, in Twitter's defense, they have blocked him or suspended his account a bunch of times, right? But what we're talking about is a very, very poignant idea of hang Mike Pence.
Right.
Right? These people are chanting hang Mike Pence. If we were to go back 8 months, these individuals were the ones that were championing Mike Pence as he's the guy, right?
Well, he was Trump's lapdog.
Yeah, he's the guy. Now all of a sudden that he doesn't necessarily want to go against the judicial system. He doesn't want to stand up for Donald Trump to a certain extent.
Right.
Now he is the enemy, and that type of talk, that type of verbiage is what had people with nooses at the Capitol building. Had this guy with his Secret Service escaping through a tunnel underneath the building. Bro, hang the Vice President of the United States?
Listen, I think if they had come up on Pelosi or anybody else that they felt warranted their aggression, they would have gave it to him.
Right. Well,
it's unfortunate that woman was shot and killed. It's unfortunate that those officers died.
Wait a minute. Is it unfortunate that she was shot and killed?
I do think it's unfortunate. I absolutely think it's unfortunate.
Oh, no,
I'm not
man,
saying,
that's tough,
listen,
man.
I'm not saying she didn't have it coming. She should have been smarter than to know that I better not breach this door. I've been warned multiple times that they're going to be shooting. Right, but the point is,
what the fuck did she think was gonna happen? Like, look, man.
It's a revolution.
Look, if you hop my fence and I have a Rottweiler right in my yard and my Rottweiler bites you, it's not unfortunate that you got bit. That's your fucking fault.
Well, it is unfortunate.
I don't know, man. Like, if you got
depending on where. Listen, for him, it's unfortunate. For you, it was bound to happen.
Look,
but
I feel like you got charges to the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was down with, right?
Yeah.
So it's not unfortunate.
Like
you was out there thugging.
This whole thing has been constructed by the use of social media, a.k.a. freedom of speech. And these companies are privately owned.
Yes, they are.
And so I feel that they can choose to do business as they see fit within reason.
Right.
I don't know who's supposed to set those limits. My idea of what's within reason is maybe not your idea of what's within reason. Okay, I might think it's okay for a girl to her ass with a cross. You might be a little bit offended by that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so we're talking about activities and actions of people that we might not disagree or we might not agree on what we consider to be offensive or hateful or harmful.
Right. But right? I think where you draw the line is where the speech is hate speech. It's where it doesn't matter if it's imagery, it doesn't matter if it's just a words type, it doesn't matter if it's a little video, if it's something that motivates individuals to be destructive, right? I think that's where we can draw the line.
It's a gray area because you can't really prove that's why they were destructive. Now, don't get me wrong. I think hold on. I think 100% that Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani and Junior were all the main reason why these people did what they did.
So,
but each person is responsible individually for their actions.
Right. But see, it's very difficult for me to sit here and say like the FBI wasn't watching and monitoring this.
I'm sure they were.
Right. Like what's that? Clubhouse. Right. Everybody's on Clubhouse, and people should be watching what they say in Clubhouse because they start snitching on themselves, and the feds is watching you. What? Like I saw this rapper who I'm not gonna name. He sucks. He's not a good rapper. But he threatened.
Well, you're not gonna say his name. You're gonna say he sucks.
Yeah, he's whack. But the point is, he literally threatened another rapper in Clubhouse. It was like, are you stupid?
Listen, this is where social media lives. People are going to be able to say things and create rumors, hashtags, memes, whatever else that you want to use to discredit other people. It's happened to me. It happened to me on a couple of different platforms. And all I can do is grin and bear it. I tried to do legal stuff about it.
Right.
I still couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah, that crazy.
You know, I mean, and my stuff is minuscule. I was able to get mine dumbed down so not that many people paid attention to it.
Right, absolutely.
But again, it's still there.
Right.
And just because it's there doesn't make it true. Hence what you were talking about Kim and Kanye.
All right, so Kim and Kanye are getting divorced, right? And I think that, like, I get it. They're celebrities. So a part of their life and who they are is entertainment for others. And in fact, they kind of did that, right? They presented themselves to be a spectacle, right? Like Kim and Kanye, there's a certain amount of spectacle that comes along with them being who they are, and there's a certain amount of compromising of privacy, right?
Right.
And I guess to a certain extent, people want to see a train wreck.
Well,
you know what I mean? Train wrecks.
Whether they want to see it or not, that's what people will stop and look at.
Yeah, exactly. People will stop and look at a train wreck. And, I get it. Your life is somewhat monotonous. You know what I mean? Like, not your life. I'm not insulting you, my beautiful watchers and listeners to the podcast. But some people's lives are kind of like hamster wheels, right? They do the same shit over and over again. So when you see this celebrity with the car they're driving or the bag they're carrying or the clothes they're wearing, you can kind of vicariously have that experience also, even though you're not really having that experience.
Right.
So to say that Kim and Kanye's the disunion, the dissolution of their marriage is not newsworthy, that's not necessarily the point. The point that I have is the rumors about that dude Jeremy Starr. Let me make sure I get the kid's name right.
Is it Jeremy Starr?
I think it's Jeremy Starr, right? So Jeremy Starr is a beauty expert, right? And I'm not sure if this dude is trans or not, but he's a very, very, very
feminine.
Said
he was a cross-dresser.
He's a cross-dresser?
Well,
no. Is it Jeremy or Jeffree? Sorry, it's Jeffree Starr. See, look at me. Dude's name is Jeffree Starr, right? And, I know that he's a makeup guru and people pay attention to him and he's got a really, really, really large platform.
Right.
And the rumor is that him and Kanye have a relationship, right?
But nobody knows where that rumor came from.
Nobody knows where the rumor came from. People are just speculating. And this is my problem. The same blogs that say this and publish this information are some of the same blogs that kind of say that they're for gay rights and they're for like the equality of individuals, where they use these headlines to kind of weaponize sexuality, right? Like they want people to snicker and laugh. Like, let's not act like you don't understand that the low-hanging fruit are going to not just, it's salacious. It's like a fire. You're going to be attracted to it. And I feel like the hypocrisy of some of these fucking like blog spots that say, oh, Kanye is having a relationship with a dude. The question is, why should anyone care what that man does in his own bedroom? Like, why should we care, man? Why should that be a big deal?
I saw the person that he's being accused of having any sort of relations with. Yeah. And I can only say this had better be attributed to your bipolar disorder, where your mind is not right, because I'm sorry, but that person that I saw in those pictures is not what I would call an attractive person.
He's not a beautiful person.
And not from where I sit. Okay.
Look, man.
And I give credit where credit is due. And that person may be a very good makeup artist. Yeah. But the rest of their game is, that's pretty. I don't. Look, maybe it'll get put up right here. Yeah, as I point.
Jeffree's star looks.
I'm
like.
Just saying, like that's not what I would call attractive.
That's not his cup.
It's not my cup of tea.
No.
You know, and I haven't had a chance to go through and look at the tattoos, but from a little bit I did see, they're mediocre tattoos to begin with. And I hate. There's nothing more that I dislike than mediocre tattoos.
So I guess the point that I'm trying to make here is that if let's say that Kanye has a gay relationship, right? Yeah. Like, I don't think that if we continuously to make this a big deal, it will continuously be a big deal.
But he's already said that that's not true.
I know he said he's not true, but like
Oh
no! I think the things that I've seen that Jeffree has said is all, and he's been making jokes. He hasn't necessarily denied, but he definitely hasn't confirmed. But
it's great for his career.
But I think I mean the facts are him and Kanye know each other, and it's possible that they're friends. Right. It's highly possible that they're buddies. So like he might just be laughing at it because he might be getting more more attention from it. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that Kanye is having a relationship with this guy. The point is that we are at this point where I don't think that should be news. We're at this point where I don't think anybody should care.
Well, but they do, and they always will.
Yeah, I think that, but I think that
it's silly. Is a spectacle. And so because it's a spectacle, it will have traction. So especially in today's day and age where we just did 40 minutes on a political thing. So let's circle back. Now this is a break from politics.
No, we have to circle back because like when we're talking about these ideals, right? The same people that are excited about, ruining an individual because of their sexual preference, right? Are storming the Capitol building about ideals that they got from somewhere else. Like, we don't want our country to be a communist country. These are the same individuals. And the point that I'm trying to make here is that these ideals are not conducive to change and to growth and to us coexisting and to us being just a community of people. It just fucking isn't. And to me, it's frustrating. You know what I mean? Because I look at Kanye. I've been a Kanye fan forever. And I personally don't care who he's sleeping with. I don't care. It's none of my business.
No, it's none of my business either.
Right.
I don't really care either. What I do care about is y'all better quit dating these damn Kardashians. Okay? Because I have yet to see somebody successful
and come out unscathed.
Exit successfully. So far, the casualties are at an all-time high for dating within the Kardashian crime pyramid, and I call them crimes of passion because I don't think they stealing nothing. They earning their money, but for fuck's sake, the body count is just ridiculous. Oh, yeah. They're taking more souls than crack did in the 80s.
Ask my boy Lamar Odom.
I mean, Freeway Ricky.
Corey's still hanging in there?
Okay.
Corey, that's Chris's man.
Who?
They've been together for a long time.
Odom?
No. His dude named Corey.
Oh.
He's with Kris Jenner.
Okay. Oh. But Kris is the mom, no.
She might be the only sane one in the group.
Well, no, I feel like she's the puppet master.
That's what I'm saying. She's the sane one.
Yeah, she know how it is.
I'm just saying. What I was gonna say was Freeway Ricky didn't put that many souls to rest with his product.
No, he did not. Freeway Ricky was making $1 million a day with that cocaine.
Yeah, and Kardashians are just laying down brothers in the street.
Laying down brothers in the street.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
From the top down.
Hey, leave Kanye alone, please. You know what I mean? The last thing we want is, well, actually, I guess we kind of do want an out of control, like Kanye rant on some type of media.
George Bush don't like black people.
But Kanye has flipped out. He's got some of the greatest sound bites in the history of sound bites. Kanye is the man. He's gold.
I still am waiting for AVN Magazine to name Kim Kardashian as this year's crossover star because she got famous sucking black dick.
See, you like to say that term because
black dick.
Yes. Well, not
black dick. No, that's what happened.
No, I'm not saying in reference to her, and I think that
did she get famous sucking white dick? That's for damn
sure.
Bro,
the point that I'm trying to make here.
You think it would have been different if she had
you
been
gonna let me finish
white
my point?
Sorry,
you
did that to me last week.
Yeah,
my bad.
I did run off on you last week.
Go ahead.
No,
would have been a lawyer sooner.
What was that?
Maybe she would have been a lawyer sooner.
Oh.
She obviously was sucking the wrong dick.
Oh, that's.
Go ahead. What was you gonna say?
No, man. I feel like you saying that is on the same is leaning towards individuals' bias. Like it's salacious. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Salacious, but she did it, and she did it knowingly and released the tapes intentionally.
I know, but you didn't say she was sucking dick. It was she was sucking black dick.
That's the only dick she sucked on camera was black dicks. I can speculate that Miss Kardashian may have sucked some Caucasian penises during this time. I am not aware.
I can't do it with this guy.
Of any of these Caucasian penises.
Right.
If you happen to be one of the penises that were Caucasian that were in Kim Kardashian's mouth,
leave a comment.
Leave a comment. I would love to hear this right here.
It was me.
I would love to hear this. But
she hooked me up in the 12th grade.
Since I don't know it, I have to stick with Ray J and Reggie.
Oh, man.
Now, both of those gentlemen happen to be African American, a.k.a. black, a.k.a.
and what was
brothers.
the other brother's name? The tall, the basketball player kid. What was his name? She married that dude.
She did what?
The light-skinned brother.
Who are you talking about? Chloe?
Chris something.
The white dude.
Nah, he's not
he
white.
Wasn't white.
He's a light-skinned
like
brother.
half.
Albino.
You can't say that.
What are you supposed to say?
No, he's not albino. Albinism is when people don't have melanin in their skin.
But doesn't he? Doesn't he have?
No, he's just a light-skinned brother. I can't remember dude's name.
He was hella light-skinned. He was Russian light-skinned.
Light-skinned brother. I don't know, man. Fuck that. The point that I'm trying to make here is
he was from Uzbekistan.
Here we go.
With curly hair.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that shit go. Look,
I'm just saying, man.
I think that the way you say it is kind of like low intellectualism. Like it's
Which
like
part?
The bottom of the barrel. Like you drawing attention to it is
because I feel, and I've told you this before, that she has sidestepped the way she got where she got. Okay, and her stepping stone was porn.
Okay. So let's bring that back around to America.
Listen, just in People magazine, Kim Kardashian attends Bible study with Kourtney amid potential Kanye West separation. So now you're holier than thou.
No, Bible study doesn't mean holier than thou.
Why is it a headline on People?
Listen. First off, all of you fucking anti-Christian.
All of us.
Yes, you
all of
people.
Us.
Yes.
Now we're segregated.
Yes, I'm going to draw that line. All of you atheists. Listen, man. Does a physician heal the healthy?
Absolutely. Look at our healthcare system. All the time.
That was a rhetorical question, asshole.
Well, you asked it.
A physician doesn't heal.
Who
should be?
The emphasis.
Bro, the question is, who should be at Bible study? Should the saint be at the Bible study or should the sinner be at the Bible study? Let's just be honest.
Nobody should be at the Bible study.
There you go.
After you read the
book,
book,
at you
move on to the next book.
Look at you deflecting. Hey, that was a Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll right there, boy.
Bruce Lee would have been proud of that
Jesus
fucking
wasn't
parody.
hanging out with people that were like,
He was
perfect.
hanging out with the previous Kardashians.
He was hanging out with the previous Kardashians.
Because, they're Armenian by descent, and Armenia is close to
here we go.
Close to where Jesus may have roamed in his younger years.
Here we
so,
go.
Hey, you know what? Jesus could have ended up on the cross because of a previous Kardashian. That could have happened.
Hey, Jesus was a brother too, so.
God damn it.
So there you go.
The descendants of the originals who actually hung Jesus out to dry are not a Roman. The Romans worked for the Kardashians at that time. I bet you they were named something else. You are looking on a map right the hell now.
Yes, I am. Because I have to always remember where Armenia is.
You don't know where Armenia is?
I know where it is, but I can't picture it on the map.
It's in the Middle East, bro.
Yeah, it's next to Turkey and Russia and Georgia.
It's actually the only Christian nation
northern
in
Middle
a
East.
Heavily Islamic area.
Yeah, it's really up north, but that is hilarious.
Yeah. It's one of the only Christian nations in a Muslim.
You just insulted a whole bunch of Armenian folks too.
Why? They're Armenian.
Okay, cool. It works.
IAN.
Yeah, they are.
YAN.
Yeah.
They're
Kardashian.
highest, I don't know if they're Hayastan though.
I don't know what the fuck that means, man. I'm just a little black boy
originally from
Brooklyn,
Armenia.
bro.
Armenian descent. I believe somebody put in the comments. YAN is of Russian descent, and IAN is Iranian, which is Persian.
I'm still tripping off this dude saying that Jesus got in trouble because
of a Kardashian.
It was a Kardashian.
You know it was. Look at how they hung that man out to dry.
Jesus was a brother, right? Skin of bronze, hair of wool. That's in the Kardashian wheelhouse.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there. Hey, man.
It could have happened. It could have happened. Look who her dad was. Let's go through a family tree and see how far back it goes.
How far back we go. If we were going to circle this back to how our government is and how
make it a meme, put it on Instagram.
How make America great again, right?
Oh,
and how I made that, I presented that the fact that they were waving a Confederate flag, in a Confederate flag in the Capitol building.
You know the most painful part about a Confederate flag is it's the flag of the motherfuckers that lost. Why?
Yeah, what are you holding on to?
I don't get it.
And then what are you gonna say? It's my culture. When that flag, would be my
heritage.
It
actually wasn't the original battle flag, but that's a whole story.
Doesn't matter. The
point
is, what does that flag represent? Slavery.
I can't.
The great old South, right?
I can't. Did you see real quick? And then I promise we'll move on. There was one dude that was holding like an original American flag that had the stars in a circle.
Really?
You non-counting motherfucker. Get the right damn flag if you're.
I thought you was gonna sew the red one with the green.
No, I had the circle of the stars.
Oh yeah. For the colonies, right?
Yeah. Whatever. Moving on. I don't care. So just let everybody else know. Every once in a while, I ask Kip to give me a ride because I got to drop one of my vehicles off at the shop for our brother Josh, who actually produces our show right now. He also is an amazing car builder and does high-end, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, so sometimes I got to leave, car, bike over here, and I ask Kip to take me home or some shit like that. And I always wondered, because obviously he's put together his shoes he thinks the world of. He spends more time picking out shoes than he does anything else in his life. I'm quite sure of this, okay? And I always wondered, and his truck, he got a nice truck. It's a little drop on it, got some wheels on it. But you don't give two fucks about that truck.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I am woefully uncomfortable. Because I sold my property last year and I had a garage and...
That's not what I mean. I don't mean that why are you driving the same truck? Nothing like that.
Yeah, no. I mean, why are I not, in my mind, spit shining it all the time and,
No, I just noticed you're not a gearhead.
Oh, definitely not a gearhead. I like bikes, but I'm not a gearhead.
But even in the bikes, you're not really a super gearhead.
Because I can't turn a fucking screwdriver. It's embarrassing.
Neither can I.
Yeah.
Well,
That's what we got Josh for.
Right. But I just always wondered. It's not a dig. It's I've always wondered because I don't ever want to get away from cars and bikes and stuff like that. You bought your bike, and there's a couple things you might want to do to it. Like when you did your stunt bike, you have your stunt bike at home, right? You built it to be a stunt bike,
Fully
and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then
I can't put another part on that bike. I mean, I could put a scraper bar, but
you didn't want to change it or change the color or and then when you got your Dyna, you bought it the way you wanted it. And
the stunt bike has some parts to it, the wheels are powder coated to match the fairings, and there was some thought that went into it because those wheels were originally green.
Because car culture and
bike culture,
vehicle culture, I don't know how to quantify it, is a big deal.
Yeah.
Especially,
right. And we live in a driving and a riding state, though.
Right. Cali, the car culture is dumb out here, and the bike culture is dumb.
Yeah, because we don't have an off season, and we have the dopest freeways on earth. Well, some of our freeways fucking suck, but we can ride.
I would spend regrettably a ridiculous amount of money on a vehicle, you wouldn't.
Not yet.
I don't think you ever would.
You know what? I actually have everything is planned for me.
Don't let this man fool you. There ain't nothing broke about this dude.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Everything is measured. For my 45th birthday in 3 years, I'm going to buy the Urus. I'm going to buy a Urus, but I'm not going to finance it. I'm just going to buy it.
No, that's fine. I get that. But you're not going to go and spend $10,000 on wheels after you buy it. And you're not.
I don't know.
And you're not. I know you're not. You're not that dude. No. Here's how the shit. Here's how the shit is gonna go. Josh. Hey man, I just picked up this Urus, bro. And so, what are the cheapest wheels I can get for this Urus? Would it look weird if I had 20s on it? I need 22s at least.
Hey, the funny shit is. The funny shit is, I'm like, yeah, Josh, what's the cheapest wheels? And Josh be like, man, come on, man, you gonna have to spend this much. I'm like, for real, man, can you just give me a discount? That's the way that shit gonna work. Yeah. And I'm gonna end up spending the money that he tells me to spend.
And here's the difference in the conversation. I'd be like, Josh, I just got a Urus. And Josh would be like, dude, I got a brand new exhaust in the box on the showroom floor and wheels. What color is it? Yeah. I got orange. Of course you did. You get everything in orange. Check it. I can have everything powder coated in orange. I mean, it's going to be about 20% more than what I'm going to charge you because I have to do these things. But he couldn't even finish the sentence, and I'd be like, done.
Right.
It's fucking done.
Right.
I don't even have the money in the bank yet, but by the time it's done, I will have it.
See, I have broke boy values. You understand what I mean? Like
no, I have never had money values.
That's true too. I mean, look, look, that's an interesting. God, you kind of hit the nail right on the head, bro. I'm dead serious.
It's
like,
just not that important.
In 3 years, I told myself that I'm going to go cash out on that Lamborghini because I want it. And the consolation prize is like, because I wanted the new Corvette. I was just gonna go buy it.
Oh, the C8?
Yeah, I can go buy it right now. Yeah. But I was like, 60 bands. Nah, I'll just wait. Well, no, that's the base model is 60, and I want the See, look at his face. Look at his face. I'm not even looking at him. I'm not even looking at him.
Model?
I want the Stingray shit, right? I want the fly shit. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that, yeah, man, I'm kind of frugal, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of frugal. You know what I mean? Like, there's no such thing as a frugal Lamborghini, by the way.
You know, the one thing that kind of bothers me about this?
What is?
You're like, you invest in things and you try to be, like, careful. And then you say you're going to go buy a Lamborghini.
Which is dumb.
Oh, so worst investment you
No, absolutely. No. Yeah. I said cash out, and I did say buy it. But 3 years from now, I'll have the LLC, and I'll have the company credit.
What you mean is you're going to have the funds to do it. If
I'll have the money to cash out, but I would never drop a house on a car, bro.
I would.
You know what I'm saying? I was looking at properties in Cleveland.
Let's just kind of bring this full circle. And the reason why I brought this up, okay, so I have this one follower. His name is like Nasty Z06 or something like that. Nice cat. We chatted on IG back and forth. He's got a dope vet and shit like that. He just he ordered a G-Wagon. Not my choice, right? But I think they look cool, whatever.
Is he from Glendale?
No, he's from Texas.
He sure he's not from Burbank?
No, I'm positive. He's not Armenian either.
Because, you G-Wagon in Southern California.
Listen, okay, don't even get me started on how Armenians buy cars, okay? Because if we have Armenian listeners, they're going to be mad because I'm going to hip everybody to the game. And
bro, I have a 2004 G-Wagon, bro.
I won't sell out all of my Haitian brothers, so you're cool. Don't worry, I got you. Don't trip. But no, the reason why I bring it up is so he ordered the car exactly how he wanted it and all that kind of stuff. And we started talking about car lists, right? And like, what's like your top 5 cars that you would buy? Like you would have. Forget about price. I'm not talking about price. I'm just saying, and this will tell me exactly where your head is at as far as cars go.
You want to hear the wildest shit?
You don't even have a list.
I don't even have a list.
Okay, but so
I don't.
Just
like
off
the
fly.
Urus is on the list, right? But I would be happy with a brand new 2022 F-150 Platinum.
Hey, forget happy.
I'll be happy.
I'm asking all gloves off.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Look, man, I can tell you the truth. I was sitting on the 405 doing 15 miles per hour, and I looked over, and there was a Rolls-Royce Wraith. And you know that there's not very many of those because the car is so expensive. And I'm sitting there, and I was like looking at that car. I was like, yo, that shit is gorgeous. Yeah, and I looked at my speedometer. I was like, that motherfucker is going as fast as I am right now. It was like at the end of the day, between point A and point, I mean, don't get me wrong, he was going there in a Rolls Royce, but the car it still does what it does, so bro.
Okay, top 3.
Okay, I want that new vet. I would love to have a Urus.
Okay,
and probably a Jeep Wrangler.
God, I can't with you.
A Jeep is f***ing dope with the big wheels and all that shit.
I'm not saying it's not dope.
What was that?
I got the Wraith downstairs.
See? Oh, you got the Wraith downstairs?
Yeah, he always has a Wraith or a Phantom
every time Josh is not looking, I'll be sitting in the car and taking selfies like.
Yeah. I can't believe I
give me your top.
This man
no, hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on a second. Because he's going to say some real obscure Japanese shit that came out in 1984. You know what I'm saying? That you can't find parts for it. Give me your top 3.
Okay.
Want to hear it.
Okay. So in no actual order of importance, okay? And then I'm going to give you one bonus one, okay?
Break it down.
A 71 or 72 Di Tommaso Pantera.
The f*** is that?
Exactly.
You better not act like you know what a 72 Di Tommaso Pantera is.
It's an amazing car.
You showed it to me. Yeah. Go ahead. Di Tommaso Pantera.
It's Di Tommaso.
Yeah. Di Tommaso Pantera. Doesn't have to be all original, but I wouldn't kick that one out of bed. I wouldn't mind one with a little bit of upgrade to it, some disc brakes, stuff like that. The Di Tommaso Pantera. I would do a 66 or 67 SS Chevelle, which is the square back, not the round back.
Okay.
I would do a K5, a 72 K5, fully done. Big block motor, lifted to the heavens.
Look,
37s on that bitch.
Hey, you are speaking ancient Greek over here. Okay. Only person, Josh is over here like,
Somebody understands me. Okay, so that's the first segment. Okay, and then I would have to go into. I would do an R34. Which is a Nissan Skyline R34. I already have the Supra.
Okay.
But I would do another Supra, and I would get the anniversary edition of the MK4, which is what I have. And I would just keep that one stock. And then I would do...
the Supra's a Toyota, by the way. For those that don't know...
Supra?
Yeah, you just said Supra. That's the Fast and the Furious car. I need a car that goes under a 10-second quarter mile.
Well, I want the Japanese trifecta, which is obviously the Supra, the R33, 34, and which is a Skyline, and then an FD Affini RX-7. That's the trifecta.
Okay.
But my bonus is a Koenigsegg 1-to-1.
Bro.
Yeah. The Koenigsegg 1-to-1. So if you added up, I didn't take a look at what's in the shop, at Josh's shop right now, but if you added up pretty much everything that's in there, you'd be about halfway to a Koenigsegg 1-to-1.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Look, man. Okay, well, fine. Top 3 bikes. What you riding on? I can tell you what my top 3.
Man, I'm surprised the Dino didn't make it.
The which one?
The Dino.
Oh, I like the Dino, but it's not a top 5er. Top 10.
I want that Panigale Corsair S, the $30,000 Ducati. That shit is sexy, right?
I saw a new one that just came out today. Not today, but I just saw it today.
Yeah, I love that bike, though.
I gotta say, man, these new bikes coming out with those wings on it is bugging me really.
Yeah, the little wing on the front.
The wings,
the air diffuser.
So the Panigale.
I would actually go with the H1. I like that bike.
Why?
Yeah, I like that bike.
I would get it just to say I have a supercharged factory bike.
That's the only reason why you have it.
Yeah.
And then I'd have a 2006 or 2020 66 stunt bike fully done up.
So that's only 3 bikes.
Oh, and then another Dyna, because I want to make sure that I don't sit on the fucking glide like the
Nobody
rest of
cares.
My Dyna is beautiful.
First off, if I'm doing just bikes,
my Dyna is gorgeous.
Off the top, the bike that I have here, okay, which is my 26-inch front wheel because that was my first Harley with the M8 motor, and then the one that we're gonna build, I hope in the next year or two, which would be a fat front, air ride, a leading HP 151 motor. Which would be stage 1, keep it low compression, so we could boost that bitch to like 300 horsepower, and then fully sound system from tip to tail, everything in between, and black with some semi-gloss and flat.
You sound like Charlie Brown's teacher right now.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm not done because I have the creme de la creme of the
Give
top.
me the creme de la creme.
ARC motorcycle, custom built.
An ARC? That's the electric shit, right?
Nah, man.
What's the ARC?
That's Keanu Reeves' company.
Oh, but he makes a bunch of cafes though.
Dude, those are $80,000 builds. They bring you in, they measure you, talk to you about how you ride. They build the bike out of how you do.
Dude, I can get you in that.
I want one. I want one.
All right.
Homeboy, the stunt dude, right?
No.
Oh, another cat. Okay, cool.
I can get on with that.
You know how much of a rider Keanu is?
I know he rides a lot.
He rides around here, bro.
He doesn't just ride a lot. Every time he shoots a movie, he buys a used bike in that area to ride to and from set, then sells it when he's gone, when he leaves.
Keanu. Good for him.
Yeah. So he has his own motorcycle company. I would have a custom built top to bottom.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Did you see that bike that fucking
Which bike?
Dude, they built this.
An ARC bike?
No. I gotta show you this. This is crazy, bro.
Well, Josh looked that up. What part of the show are we in right now?
Are we in the porn stories yet?
Yeah.
All right.
Porn stories. Porn stories.
Porn stories.
We have to come up with a intro for porn
stories. I have a question for you.
What?
Have you ever worked with
Yes.
And you feel free to give this chick's name that she was so dumb that she was a boner killer. I'm talking about she was such an idiot that your boy was just like, nah, I'm cool.
Nah, not dumb.
Really?
Not dumb. Like,
they're not having intellectual conversation.
Yeah,
I guess for me,
listen, on a certain level, I am sapiosexual. Okay, so meaning that
sapio.
you know,
sapio. All right, what's up to you, bro?
But okay,
it works
because you didn't. If it was sapio, there'd be
shut the up. Stop trying to. Go ahead,
stop
man.
trying to teach the teacher.
Go ahead, man.
The fuck do I know? I just get my dick sucked for a living.
Yeah. That's what you do.
No, I don't think I've had sex with somebody on camera that was so dumb that I was like, get off this train.
Okay, well, which porn star was it? Which female performer was it? You actually had to give your boy a pep talk, like, "Come on, Tiger, you can do it." Like,
it's usually not them; it's usually me. Jessie
really?
Jane was terrible the first time that I worked with her. Not because of anything that Jessie did. You know, Jessie Jane is.
Bro, I don't know who none of these bitches are.
Really, I think she's really attractive, blonde girl. She used to be a digital playground contract star.
What up, Jessie? Howdy doody. Is Jessie Jane?
The deal with Jessie is not that she was bad. It's like I didn't realize how she was gonna start the scene. Like, so normally, like if you start a scene the same way you kind of start any sort of physical activity encounter, right? It's just kind of a build up. Hell no, this is racing a quarter mile. When she started sucking my dick, it was just and you're just like, whoa, I'm not ready for all that.
Hey man, I got slightly disturbed with your fucking.
That's what happened.
It sounded like the Tasmanian devil was like spinning around on your dick, bro. It sounded like your dick was in a trash compactor or something like that.
Whoa, I don't need that graphic.
Hey, bro, you know, there's teeth in that.
In any event, Jessie was like off to the races, and I was not prepared at the pace that she started at. She started on 10, and I was like, yo, can we start at 4?
Hey, so was she trying to impress you?
This is the way she is, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because the next time I worked with her, she gave me another shot. So Jessie's like a big deal at that time, right?
Okay.
You know, she'd pick who she wanted to work with and all that kind of stuff. And I told her afterwards, like, I just wasn't ready for the heat you were bringing, you know? And so the next time, I was ready. So she went to dome it up like that, and I grabbed some hair. I was like, yeah, I got you now. Ready for it. You're not catching me off guard twice.
You did write a book, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, okay. What is the name of your book?
Bad Boy's Guide to Being a Good Man.
Bad Boy's Guide to Being a Good Man. Is there?
I haven't gotten to that chapter yet.
Okay, cool. Because I want to know if there's techniques about hair grabbing.
Yeah, loop, swoop, and swirl.
Loop, swoop, and swirl. Of course.
Yeah. Loop,
swoop, and swirl. All right. One more time. Loop,
swoop, swirl.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Loop, swoop,
Unless they got short hair, like this chick Ryan Keeley that I'm actually working with tomorrow again. She's got that real short hair, so it's just a raise up and grab.
Raise up and grab.
Yeah, just up, grab.
Ladies, do you like your hair pulled while you're rapping on the mic? While you're beatboxing in a lap?
Listen.
Do you like your hair pulled?
A lot of times, I'm not even necessarily trying to pull
I need to know. Leave it in the comment. Do you like the dude?
It's controlling the hair.
It's controlling the hair. Yeah.
Yeah, I need the hair to be out the way.
Or are you worried about your extensions being your tracks?
A lot of girls, when you go for their hair like that, especially sisters, they get like, Oh no!
I'm
like, yo, chill out. I'm not pulling the weave out or the wig off.
Hey man, white girls wear weaves too now. Don't front.
They do.
The white girls wear weaves too.
They usually don't wear full on wigs.
No, they don't.
So I gotta ask the black girls that I work with real quick. Like,
which is
what are we doing with your hair today?
Which is decorum. Which is very, very, very thoughtful of
every
you.
Time I work with a new girl,
which is culturally appropriate.
Yeah. Every time I work with a new girl and we're going over that kind of stuff, I'm always like, so how are you, girl? How are you? There it is. Okay, I need to grab everything up here, not so much here. I got it.
I can see D like, excuse me, my Nubian sister. How could I, caress your dome as you give me some dome?
She's like, this ain't my hair, dude.
That's awesome.
I've always had like
my chocolate Nubian sister.
I've always had like that moment where like if you're banging a girl doggy and then you grab her hair, you're like, yeah. Oh shit,
bro.
Here you go, girl. This for you. And you give it back to him. Because some girls use clip-ins and they forget to tell you.
It's a little weird, man. Okay. All right. I'm with you.
Which part?
I got a little question.
Shoot your question.
Stemming off of this. So take me through
the
the post scene interview with a new person on getting to know each other before? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, it sounds like there's like some do's and don'ts and likes and
okay. So, are you talking about how do we get to where we're going before the scene?
Yeah, is she like
before the scene?
You can bite my rag titty, but don't put your thumb in my armpit.
Don't choke me.
I got you.
Yeah.
So you can jab your thumb in my esophagus, but don't put your dick in my eyeball.
Yeah. How extensive does it get?
It depends the company. So it's extensive depending on the company. Most times, I will just approach the girl and be like, hey, sorry you got stuck working with me today. You must have drawn the short straw. Ha ha. Make a little joke, lighten up the mood. And then I'll ask them, is there anything that you don't like? And they might say, whatever, like don't, slap me in the face or anything like that. And depending on the scene.
Don't slap me in the face.
Yeah. And if it's something like they're like, listen, just don't put your fist in my ass, then I always make another joke that is like, oh, I can't work under these conditions. And just to kind of lighten the mood, I'm
not gonna ask you if you've done that before.
Fist the
No,
girl's ass?
don't answer the question, please, because I shake your hand all the time. Don't answer the question, please. Holy good God Almighty, that's so fucking gross.
My name is Porn Girl.
I don't know. I can't really see what he's doing over there.
You see, I made like she was a puppet.
Oh, that's awesome. Like a Kermit the Frog, like he stick his hand up his ass and move his mouth.
You stick your hand up a frog's ass?
Kermit's ass. Yeah,
Wow.
You stick your hand up Kermit's ass.
So anyway, we go down a checklist. Now, if it's a company like Kink, which is a lot of BDSM, then it's a very thorough checklist.
What does BDSM stand for?
Bondage, domination, sadomasochism.
Bondage,
domination.
That was that dungeon room place upstairs. It was all dark and they had crosses and whips and all kinds
at the
of
show?
Yeah, at the AVNs. Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So there's an actual full-on checklist because they have like hard nose and then things they might be okay with to a certain degree. Like you can cane me, but just don't cane my ass. You can cane my feet or stuff like that.
So I need you to remember that you're using vocabulary that
you
the
don't
average
know what a
person.
cane is?
Well, no, I know what a cane is because I remember that motherfucker that was chewing gum or graffitiing in Singapore in like the 1990s, and he got caned. It was an American kid, and I think he did some graffiti and he got caned. Don't ask me why I remember that shit. So that means you hitting these bitches with sticks. That's what this shit means.
Well, I can.
Holy moly!
So you just kind of go what?
Who isn't watching and enjoying that?
A lot of people.
Word. So people actually are actually like jerking off to people being hurt?
If you could sit through anything that I've done and you wanted to see what extreme is, you have to watch like scenes that me and a girl named London Rivers have done.
People are jerking off to people being hurt.
Absolutely. It's a huge market. Kink.com made millions.
Don't tell me about shit. No. Let's not let him hear it. No.
What she's like during, like what's like the setup.
So it's from mild to wild.
From mild to wild. Give me a level 4. Give me a level 4.
Oh,
on the 10 scale, level 4.
So like if I'm shooting for like sex and submission, which I haven't shot.
Sex and submission?
Do you want to hear the story?
Bro, this just gets deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole, bro.
Sex and submission, dungeon sex, fucked and bound.
Yo.
Yeah. We even did a site where you like kidnap a broad.
See, that seems like a movie,
then
though.
Beat the shit out of her and then have sex with her.
Oh!
Have you ever choked a girl unconscious and then her till she woke up?
You see that? That's me tapping out.
I'm just asking a question.
There it is. You did it. You brought me here again. There it is.
It's just a question.
Hell no.
Why not?
Oh, D, you always hurt my brain with this type of shit.
I did. Sometimes it does get awkward. You know when it gets awkward?
You don't say it gets awkward. Don't say.
This is not awkward. You know when I always feel weird? I feel weird at the visual if the girl that's being my sub for the day is black.
Oh, I'm done.
I feel a little awkward because she's tied up and I'm hitting her and I'm white and bald. Kim has left the frame. He can't.
You did.
I just said I feel awkward. Look, Kip is gone. Kip left. I think that's a legitimate thing. I feel a little awkward about it. I make sure that we don't talk anything about race because that would be over the top.
You can't. Oh, I'm scratching you off the Christmas list.
You can't scratch me off the Christmas list.
Oh.
I'm just saying, it makes me feel awkward. The visual.
Man.
Like if they're hung up in like a 4-point harness. Upside down.
Man, I'm done. I'm not fucking with you no more. I'm not coming back. Just end the show right now.
No, okay, I won't say nothing else. You gotta come back and end the show.
Yeah, come back and end it.
Oh,
I'll let you do the outro tonight.
well, I don't know what else to say. I'm super frazzled because there's a white man talking about tying up a black woman and beating her like it's the fucking 1600s.
In all fairness, I didn't tie her up.
Oh, that's even better. It doesn't matter. And there's somebody jerking off to this shit. You fucking depraved pieces of filth.
Wow, now we're judging.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Judgmental.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody judging you for the porn you jerk off to, Kip.
You know, I told you I like the iPhone shit when the dude is like set up his phone, you know what I'm saying, and he got his girl, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and
But
she doesn't know that the camera on, so he's invading her privacy.
You were jumping off the top rope and elbowing bitches in the forehead.
Oh, so it's okay to film girls who unknowingly are doing things on camera?
They know. They be looking at the camera, be winking and shit. You know what I mean? It's kind of,
You're
listen,
a
man.
pervert too.
We're all perverts, bro. There's just levels to this shit. And I personally am never prepared. I'm never prepared.
Hey, thank you guys for tuning into the show. I'm Derrick Pierce.
I'm Kip the Disgusted.
This is Scholars and Sinners. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button down here, please do so. Get into those comments. Who am I supposed to tell I love?
Oh, I forgot. We didn't even get to the comments. Comments next week. Some chick said, yeah, you should want to.
Whoever it was that I was supposed to say I love you to, I absolutely love you.
I dropped the ball.
Please blame Kip.
Yeah.
He was holding it a secret.
Yeah.
It's not like I knew your name and then I forgot. But I do love you.
Yes,
actually, I love all of you guys, but I especially love you, whatever person that was. Okay?
love all you bitches.
We'll see you guys in the next show.
Scholar.
I think very deeply.
Sinner.